Hey guys, Robert Blackman. I'm going to do some training today for my Felice Cafe members. And if you're not a member and you're watching this, get involved. Do you know your math? Do you know network marketing math? Well, chances are you don't. Over 95% of the people that I've ever talked to, I've ever shown this business model to, whether it be a prospect or whether it be a downline member, and even leaders who are making six figures, they don't even know how they're getting paid. Most people don't know the math. And I want to show you what's different about Felice Cafe and how we do the math, okay? And it's important as a member or prospective member, when you're looking at this business, you need to look at it like a job. What do I mean by a job? Robert, isn't network marketing completely opposite from a job? Absolutely it is. But it allows you time freedom, but you have to give first what you want. If you want time freedom, you got to give your time. At the very beginning, your money's going to be down here and your expenses will be up here. That's in any business. The average small business takes approximately 5 years to even make a profit. You can be at a profit in 30 days. And what we teach people here at Felice Cafe is to reach their PIN level the very first month. So let me show you a little bit about what we do. We work on what we call a 20 club. A 20 club pays you $660 a month. Robert, what's a 20 club? It's when you go out and get 4 people, 4 customers on your first level, and you help them do the same thing, 4 on their first level. So 4 times 4 is 16 on the second level, 4 on the first, and that's 20 people. When they're all at $100 in customer volume, you make $660 a month in our pay plan, which pays 5% level 1, 40% level 2. Okay, that's the number one model that we show people. We have a saying here because we have a cafe card that you can give away a sample. And we say a dog with a cafe card in its mouth can build a 20 club in 30 days. Okay, that's how simple the business is. You can make it hard by not passing out cards or getting people to your website to buy a card, but it is very simple. And if you follow the pattern that we have in the system that we have, you'll start seeing success, because those people who do, they see success. The next model we use is what we call a 30 club. That's 5 on your first level, 25 on your second. So 5 who get 5. Can you believe it? That's $1,025 a month. That's how powerful our second level 40% payout is. So we do have 3 levels of payout, 5, 40, 10. So we are kind of a 3-level affiliate program or 3-level unilevel network marketing plan, whatever you want to call it. Then starting on level 4, we pay out 12% over 4 generations in a generational bonus. You can go look at our pay plan for more details. We have a leadership pool and we put money in there for both the leaders and top recruiters for retailing. Okay, so that's number one. Do you want to come in and make an extra $660 a month? You know 4 people who drink coffee. You think they know 4. Well, let's go. On your cell phone alone right here is your first PIN level. At Felice Cafe, it's 500 CV to get to connector 2 in your first 3 levels. That's 5 people at 100 CV. That's 10 people at 50. The math is easy. Then you're looking at your second, if you want to go to connector 3, our next PIN level, that's important. That's 1,000 CV. That's 10 people at $100 or 20 people at 50. Okay, the math, we make the math simple for you. Okay. So then we come in and we do the comparison. Robert, if your pay plan's so good, how does it compare to everybody else? Well, we understand where people are today. And where they are today, it's the gig economy. It's internet marketing. They want to point and click. They don't want to go to hotel meetings. Matter of fact, you can't go to hotel meetings right now, right? Everything's being done over the phone or a Zoom call or FaceTime or some kind of instant message. So number 3, we say, okay, well, let's compare apples to apples. This is where you need to know your math. This is the setup as far as what the math can do for you. And this is the setup that tells you why our pay plan will pay you more regardless of where you go. You can quit Felice Cafe, and we've had tons of people do that. They've quit for numerous reasons. And it doesn't matter why they quit. They quit before they even really got started. Some of them even quit before they got a 20 club. Can you believe that? In the first month. So we say, okay, 151 customers versus 1,000 customers. And why do we say that? Because what we're asking you to do is we're saying, well, let's compare and contrast like you would at a job. When you get back here, when you go to a job, what happens? What do you ask them? You know, if it's a second or third interview, what do you find out before you take the job? How much am I going to get paid, right? I don't think there's anybody on the planet today, other than maybe a family member, who's ever gone to work for someone and their friends or their significant other or spouse goes, well, great, honey, that's great. You got a job. How much do you get paid? What's the pay? And you go, I don't know. I'm just excited to go work for the company. I don't think anybody's going to do that. But people do that all the time in network marketing. They join a network marketing program and they don't know how they're going to get paid. They don't know the network marketing math. I'm showing you the network marketing math at Felice Cafe. And I'm showing you how we've stacked the deck for you. Because we know you're part-time. 95% of the people in this business are part-time, but yet they're in a full-time income model, and I'm going to prove it right here. So we say at Felice Cafe, if you want to get to $5,000 a month as a goal, and by the way, let me do a little disclaimer. There's no guarantees in network marketing that you're going to make any money. There's no guarantees at Felice Cafe. Even if you do everything I tell you that you're going to make any money. There's no guarantees you're going to build a 20 club or a 30 club. There's no guarantee that you're going to get 151 people. No guarantee you'll make 5,000. Just like in any business venture, there's risk. And if you don't risk something, then you'll just stay where you are the rest of your life. And that was something I wasn't willing to do. That was 40 years ago. I made the plunge in network marketing. I was 18 years old. Man, I love that kid. That kid still lives inside of me, and he's a go-for-it guy. And I've gone for it, and I've made millions of dollars, and I've been able to do something that most people have never been able to do because I knew the network marketing math. And I got my life back. I bought my life back through network marketing. I got my time. See, yesterday I can't get back. But if I spent $50 yesterday, maybe down at the casino and I lost it, I can get that $50 back today by working. Can't I? Working harder. If I need $300 a day, say, hey, why don't you go make $350? If I need $500 a day, hey, go make $550 today, Rob. Don't go don't go home until you get to $550. I can make the money back. Most people today are dying a slow death at work, and they're playing around in network marketing, and they're not focused. So let me show you how to get to $5,000 a month in both our program, which takes 151 people structured properly, and other programs, which takes 1,000 people if they're paying an average of 5%. So those are the two parameters. Our compensation plan is 151 people it takes. Other comp plans that average 5%, it's going to take 1,000. Play with the math tonight. Test me. Most people don't even know this. They've never done this in their life. Well, here you go. A 20 club, which is what we talked about over here to get you to 660, that's $2,000 in sales is the parameters. Okay, that's 20 people times $100 a month in customer volume. So 20 times 100 is 2,000. So how many 20 clubs do I need to build to get to 5,000 a month? How do you do that? I take $5,000 and I divide it by 660, because that's what a 20 club is over here. I need 7.57 20 clubs, because we're a unilevel. You put as many people as you want on your first level. You can put 1,000 people on their frontline customers if you want to. As soon as they get a customer, they upgrade to a connector and they start earning commissions. There's no distributor kits here. There's no buying in as a distributor, even though you have the intent to make money. The only way you make money here is when you distribute something. And that's pretty much like every other pay plan out there. They don't pay you if you do nothing, right? So you're really not a distributor until you distribute something. Think about that one tonight. So we take $5,000 is what we want to make. We know we can make $660 a month with just 20 people. That's 4 who get 4. We all know 4 coffee drinkers. We all know 4 people that want to live longer, want better skin, want to smell better with whatever colognes you have, lotions, potions, vitamins, drinks from South Africa, whatever your product is. It grows hair. I joined that club, right? Well, probably not. I like not shaving. Or I like not having to mess with my hair in the morning. So here we are, 5,000 a month divided by 60 is 7.57. 7.57 20 clubs. Stay with me here. 7.57 20 clubs types $2,000 in volume, because that's what a 20 club is, equals $15,140 some odd dollars. A little bit over 15 grand. So you bring in over $15,000 in sales volume from customers over your first 2 levels, structured properly. That's just 7.5 and a little bit and some change of 20 clubs. So you go 4, and you help them get 4. You go back on your first level, 4, help them get 4, and you just keep building as many 20 clubs as you want, knowing that people are going to trickle down to your 3rd level, 4th, and 5th, And we have bonuses for you to pick up those people as your volume starts trickling in. But this is a way to get to $660 a month, $1,000 a month, and then eventually to get to $5,000 a month. Now you want to know what it takes to get to $10,000? Just do the math. You see the formula here. In most 5% programs, and what I'm talking about that, there's people that have unilevels, they have binaries that only pay on the weaker leg. Do your own math and ask yourself the question tonight. Do you know the answer to this question? If you're in Felice Cafe, I'm going to ask two questions. If you're in Felice Cafe, do you now know what you've got to do to make $5,000 a month? Yeah. You need to build 7.5 20 clubs. If you build one, it's 660. So you take 660 times 7.5 and you're at 5,000. So how many 20 clubs can you build? As many as you want. Just go out and build a 30 club and you're at $1,000. So as a Felice Cafe member, raise your hand, say yes below, or if you're watching this later, say yes, I do. You now know how to make 660, how to make 1,025, and how to make $5,000 with just 151 people structured properly. That's the goal. That's the game plan. That's the playbook. That's our play. That's the play we run. 20 club, ready, hut. Let's go get 4. We may need to get 12 to get 4 to stick. Ready, hut, let's go. Run it left, run it right. Get 4, get another 4. That's your plays. Over and over and over again. If I give you a sample of our coffee, will you try it? Go to my website and just start your own coffee business for $4.95. That's it. All day long. Repeat, repeat, repeat. But if you're in a program that pays an average of 5%, either unilevel, a binary, a matrix, or a hybrid type program, and I'm talking about the residual, not talking about the upfront money, fast starts, or coding bonuses, or any kind of funky stuff like that. I'm talking about your monthly residual. It takes $100,000 in sales volume times 5% average, because that's what most companies will pay. I know after being in the business 40 years, being a consultant to a dozen companies, have written 3 books on Amazon, owning my own 2 network marketing companies, having downlines and made millions of dollars, I know the math. That's one thing I do know as a 40-year veteran. I know how to get paid, what it takes. 100,000 times 5% equals 5,000 a month. So let me ask you a question, Felice Cafe members. Would you rather, to get to 5,000, have to generate 15,000 in volume or 100,000 in volume? Which one would you like to do? Which one can you see yourself doing right now? If you close your eyes, can you visualize 15,000 versus 100,000? But Robert, we got this really great product and we got this binary hybrid matching, triple payout, fast start, every day, every minute. You get paid every hour. You get paid when somebody thinks about buying the product. I mean, it's incredible. A guy from Japan who is 18 just made $100,000 last month. Where's he going to be in 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years? I mean, do you want to make $5,000 1 month, or do you want to make it for 90 days? Or would you like to make it for the rest of your life? Lifetime residual income. Or do you want temporary residual income with the fast, hot deal? I know because I've chased those deals. I've written comp plans for those deals. And I've written comp plans for other companies, and I couldn't get company owners to do this right here. You know why? They paid out too much. Company owners didn't want to give up the money. All the companies, the startups that we consulted with and all the companies that were existing, we went in, we said, you got to change your pay plan because the majority of your distributors are part-time and you got them in a full-time income model. And they go, we don't care. The leaders are going to come in and build it, and we're building this comp plan for the leaders. And if we do this comp plan, you won't attract any leaders. And I go, great. I go, let me ask you a question, company owner. How many leaders have come and gone and ripped your company apart since you've been open? I go, do you lay at night as a company owner and worry about John or Bill or Mary leaving because 80% of your company volume's underneath them? And if they move to another company, your company's out of business. That's why some companies close. Is because they don't know the math themselves. They don't know how to protect themselves. 95% folks are part-time. Go back and look at your genealogies. The 80-20 rule's there. 80% of your sales are going to come from 20% of the people. But 95% are part-time, which means they still have a job. Or they only spend 10 hours a week on the network marketing opportunity. Here at Felice Cafe, we make it simple for you. Build a 20 club, build a 30 club, go out and get 151 people, Go build 7.5 or more. Build as many 20 clubs as you want, but if you build 7.57 of them and they're structured properly as a 20 club, you're at 15,000 in volume, which pays you 5,000 a month. That's the math, guys. It's simple. So when I talk to prospects, I go, hey, would you like me to show you how to make 5,000 a month in our program? And they go, heck yeah. I go, well, let's first start with just 660. Would that be good? What would 660 pay at your house? Would make a car payment. It would pay for all of our groceries. It would pay for our utilities and a car. That would take some stress off. What about $1,025? What would $1,000 a month do? $1,000 a month would just be game changer. I said, what about 5,000 a month? 5,000 a month, either myself or my spouse or my significant other or my girlfriend, my boyfriend, they can come home from work and we could do this full time. Know your math. Have you ever taken a job without knowing what you're going to get paid? Either as a commission salesperson like at a car lot or if you're working at the counter at a Starbucks. Have you ever taken a job without knowing what you're going to get paid? The answer is no. So why don't you do that in your network marketing businesses that you've joined over the years? Why don't you do that? Why don't you start looking at it? If you start looking and say, ask yourself, how many programs have I been in? How long did I stay in each program? And how much did I make in those programs? Why did I join? And why did I leave? I know one thing, people don't leave because they're making too much money. People leave because they're not making enough money. They got into network marketing to make money and it costs them money. So they run out of space on their credit card or they're fighting at home or they can't get any help or something happens in their life, personal life or their job that just where they can't do it and they have to drop out. Before you join another network marketing program, whether it's Felice Cafe or not, ask your sponsor, can you show me how to make 5,000 a month? How many people does that take at what sales volume? And what pin level do I need to be at? Here, you just got to be a connector 3. And that's $1,000 in volume. And that could be 10 people at 100 CV, customer volume, or 50 people, at 200 CV, or 200 people at 50. The math, just do the math. 10,000 divided by, boom. How many people does it take? Okay? Do the math. And when you start doing the math, you're going to start understanding why a lot of people quit. Wouldn't you quit at a job if you worked for 2 weeks and you got your first paycheck and you looked at it and it was minimum wage and you thought you were getting $20 an hour? You expected more? And you go to your supervisor and say, hey, I didn't think this job paid minimum wage. I thought it paid $20. And he goes, well, you never asked. That's what the job pays. Take it or leave it. I've got 4 other resumes in there I can call right now and replace you. That's the real world, folks. Start treating network marketing when you join one a little bit more like your job. Know the math, know the numbers, what it takes, so then you know what effort you need to have, how many people you got to have, how much sales volume you got to have, and what pin level you got to be at. We know that at Felice Cafe, don't we, guys? Everyone shake their head. Yes, we know that. And that's why Felice Cafe is here to stay, and that's why we're growing fast. Come join the revolution. Come join Felice Cafe today. Thanks.